In this video, I'll show you how to transfer a group of students from one section of a course to another. So we're going to use Geometry Section 83 as my example. I want to go to the Student Marks page to show you that there are already grades in the current section of Geometry 83. So this student has a 100% for quarter one. Now, to move all the students that are in section 83 of geometry to another section of geometry, you'll want to type course section man in the cheater, and it takes you straight to the course section management page. You type in the course, so 342, and I want to move them from section, they are in section 83, so I hit view, and that lists every student. And here's my Holly Parker. If there are any students I don't want to move to the new section, I would trash can them to get them off the list. I'm going to keep all students, so I'm going to move a total of 28 and hit next. Choose this transfer option, and here is where I type the new section number of geometry. So I'm going to choose section 89. Now I have two choices, do a drop or remove. If I do a drop, it will drop the original section and still keep that section on each student's course section assignments page or their schedule, but it will take the grades out and move them to the new section. If I do a remove, it will completely remove the student from the course. The class can only be found on the student's course section assignments page with a lock. You cannot get that section back. No matter which you choose, drop or remove, it will transfer the grades. The key thing to using the transfer option is the course term must be the same. So if I want to transfer from an all-year class to a second sem-only class, that will not work. I can only transfer from an all-year class to another all-year class, a first sem-only class to another first sem-only class, a second sem-only class to a second sem-only class. If the course terms differ, you will have to do it in two parts. You'll have to drop or remove the original section and then add them into the new section. For this example, I'm going to choose drop, and I have to choose a drop date. So we will say 10/31/22. That's the last day of first quarter. And I will hit next. This is telling me if I move all of these kids to period 9 or section 9, that meets period 9. Sorry, section 89 that meets period 9, they'll have a conflict. I can override that conflict if I have permissions to. You'll know you have permissions if you have the next button. If you don't have permissions to override conflict, you will not be able to do this transfer. So that is a security section to override conflicts and to overschedule course sections. So I am going to go ahead and do the conflict. So I hit next, and I'm going to submit. Now I am going to pull up Holly's schedule again, and you're going to see that if I choose dropped, geometry dropped course section is on here with a pencil. Okay, if I had chosen remove, it would have two locks on it. And remember, no matter if I choose transfer drop or transfer remove, it's going to move the grades. So if I go to student marks, I am going to see two geometries on our student marks page. The original one will have no grades, and it's highlighted in this pink color that signifies that they're withdrawn or dropped. And then the new section of Geometry 89 has the grade in it because the grades transfer when you do a transfer.